Paris, thank you. Now we check back in with Amanda Vinicky, who spent the day in southwest suburban Oak Lawn as part of our In Your Neighborhood series. Amanda.
Yes, Brandis, I'm back here at the First Responders Memorial in Oak Lawn with the Fire Chief, Zackary Riddle. He also, for 32 years, has been a member of the Army Reserve. So thank you for your service and for sharing your experiences with us tonight. Briefly, the question that I think everybody thinks about, 9/11, where were you that day 20 years ago?
Yes, and thank you for having me tonight, and thank you for your service as well. On the morning of 9/11, I was a young firefighter, just getting off a 24-hour shift, and we were all standing in the day room, kind of watching the events on TV. And oddly enough, my father was a fire chief at that point at a different department, and he was taking a class about 5 miles from my location. So he and I were close that morning as we tried to figure out what was happening.
Figure out what's happening, thinking about family and all of the important aspects of life. Shortly after the attack, you were deployed to the Middle East.
Yes, about 17 months after that, I was deployed for about 18 months to Southwest Asia and Iraq, and we served almost 2 tours there.
A lot, of course, has gone on with America, most recently drawing out of Afghanistan, part of this long-running war on terror. Any sort of thoughts that you have as we're entering a new phase?
Well, you always want to go back to the recognition and respect for the women and men who have served in uniform for the last 20 years and the times in their lives that they've had to be away from their families, to be wherever they're sent to accomplish the mission. So number one, it's a great deal of respect, not only for the last 20 years, but for previous to that. And also the first responders who 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, also spend time away from their families to accomplish the mission and help the people of the community. So I think the thread of selfless service goes through men and women in uniform. It doesn't matter if they're in the military or first responder or any other type of leadership role in the community. Everybody's out there trying to do great things and do their part.
What is different now when you don this uniform versus back in 2001? Do you feel prepared? Have things changed in terms of how you do your job and the threat of a potential attack?
Well, I think as far as wearing this uniform, I'm very proud and honored to wear this uniform of an Oak Lawn firefighter. There's only 74 of us that can do that, and we wear it proudly and every day that we possibly can. The fire service has become higher trained nationwide, specifically in special operations rescue and building collapse and other types of specialized needs that were identified during 9/11 20 years ago. And we have gotten all the training, education, professional development to make all of us better, smarter, faster at our jobs.
Thank you very much for, again, sharing your experiences with us and all that you do. And I know that Fire Chief Zackary Riddle will be here Saturday for the 9/11 memorial taking place, again, right here early that morning. With that, Brandis, back to you.